Hi Vegas group, welcome to week 3 of Up and Running Again's training. This week we like to call it Make It or Break It week, and we do that because you're starting to be 3 weeks in and you've been getting up early to do all your runs so far, and sometimes you can start losing a little bit of focus this week. And this week is also Christmas week, so Merry Christmas, and hope you have a wonderful time celebrating with your family or with friends or at the rescue mission on Thursday. But don't let that get in the way of the rest of your training. I believe they are adjusting the training just by 1 day, so you'll still have the same amount of training days. And yeah, just make sure you're still coming out there. You are going to start thinking one morning, oh, maybe I'll just sleep in a little bit, or somebody invites you to something. Get used to telling people, you know what, I have another commitment at that time, or I can't quite make it to that event and I'll come later, or let's reschedule. But make it a priority to come to your training at this point. Right now it's about building up your mental stamina just as much as it is about building up your body for the training. It's getting used to saying, hey, I'm going to make it there. I'm going to make this a priority to be in the training. And try to remember why you decided to train for a half marathon in the first place. What was it that made you want to do this? And just keep that in your head to keep you motivated. Something else, volunteers, if you can start helping people in your group find their pace. Big rookie mistake is wanting to go out too fast at the beginning. And it's important that you help them find their pace. And to find a good pace, it needs to be a pace that you can hold a conversation at. So that's very natural if you're running with the group, to just talk with them as you're running with them and make sure that they can hold that pace. Another thing that is important to start doing, if you haven't already, is make sure you're stretching after your runs. Something big that can keep people from training and cause people to quit is getting injured, and so we want to make sure that nobody's getting injured so far. So please make sure you're stretching. Usually after the run is a good time, and if you can do it as a group, that'd be the best. And something else to work on is coming up with the marathon mantra. And a marathon mantra is basically something you can tell yourself as you're running that will keep you motivated when your mind starts shutting down. It's something that will allow you to keep going and not let yourself quit. And usually it's not the body that fails, it's the mind that fails. And so something that it could be a Bible verse. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It could be, I'm going to fit into those skinny jeans. It could be lots of other things. So just come up with something that works for you. Maybe it's somebody that you are wanting to train for, like I'm doing this for my parents, or I'm going to make my children proud. And that's something you're just going to keep telling yourself over and over as you run. I'm going to make my kids proud. I'm going to make my kids proud. And let it motivate you. If your mind starts telling you, oh, I'm so tired, see if you can redirect it and tell yourself the opposite. Oh, my body feels great. My body feels great. Even if it doesn't, somehow your mind can start believing what you're telling it. So that's something to work on this week with everybody. And at this point, don't plan on having a time goal for the half marathon, just plan on finishing it. So work on the marathon mantra, work on coming up with your race pace, and make sure you're stretching afterwards. And those are the key things I want you guys to think about this week. And we hope you keep coming out, and plan to see you next week. Have a Merry Christmas.